Today is a shooting day. Okay, I think that's a cool background with some tropical stuff. So between those two buildings, it'll be a good opportunity. Stuff here because it's kind of hidden. Yeah, because it's kind of hidden, so looks safe. This is a parking lot, so I have to be quick before people start, parking their cars, whatnot. I have to be extra careful. Even though I'm on public property, sometimes these guys can be very sticklers about anything. Look how cloudy it got. God damn it. It's been cloudy every time I leave my house. It's been getting cloudy at like 4 or 5 in the evening. Now that I left my house at noon, now it's cloudy 5 hours before. What the hell, man? I'm sure I can edit and post, but it's just like it's not as real. You don't get the tropical blue skies. God damn it. Alright, let's go. Let's move location. Maybe I can still... Alright. Let's go to the beach. Maybe if I like shoot that way, over there, towards the north, it's still nice and sunny. But I have to move quick. See how nice it is on that side? See how cloudy it is on that side? And maybe just the weather has a beef with me personally. Look, it's insane. Look at the difference between gloomy and cloudy and nice and blue. What the hell? Okay, this is the beach where I recorded that one episode of me quitting my job so I can start my own business. It is May, no shit, it's not May, it's June 2025, months later, half a year later. It's been 6 months since, and I am just finally starting. Why? Well, it was December when I quit, and even though it was high season, I could have started. There's that little pressure of, well, it's Christmas is coming, gotta get money for not only, so when I quit my job, I had about 10,000 pesos, which is $500 around, and was gonna last me for like a while. Should have anyways, but with investing in gear and material that I needed to go on this venture, it ran out pretty soon, and suddenly it's almost Christmas. I need money not only for expenses, but also Christmas dinner and Christmas presents and all that stuff. And one day I'm working out at this park, and one of my neighbors taps me on the shoulder, and it's this owner of like the best Italian restaurant that in town in the whole bay. And he asked me if I want to work, for the season. I kind of thought about it, thinking, well, it is high season. I should just take advantage now. But I had no infrastructure at that time. I had no real concept of what my side business should have been. I'm still behind the camera, yes. But the venture that I've been trying to grow was, here, hold on. Nope, not that one. Trying to get zippers all over sand. Perfect. There we go. Great. Things never open when you want them to. There you go. Please don't fly away. Got it. So what I started making first were the boards, the skateboards that you saw me ride. Well, if you met me in one of the tours, you probably saw me either riding up to work in one or just, riding on the boat on one. Is my handmade skateboards. This is not a good model because this is my own. I have way prettier ones in my social medias, which hold on. But this is my own. I started making these. My concept was just sell those, a bunch of those all over town. But I needed material, which not just the wood, but the actual skateboard pieces, which is like the most expensive part. And I had no foundation, no infrastructure, nothing to actually make it into a full business. So I took the job at the Italian restaurant for the high season. And it was only 5 hours a week. It was stable. I got to, just live comfortably. But that's the issue. I was comfortable. There was a time where as soon as I was getting comfortable, the co-owner, wife, and head chef of the restaurant needs a hip replacement surgery. Therefore, they can't pay us anymore, me and this other guy. Which I know I was only going to be there for the season, but I was still planning on working there for another month. By the time that, they let me go, they asked me to, I was getting comfortable at a job where you just show up and you get paid at the end of the week. And that was very dangerous. I was losing that hunger, I was losing that driving force that made me get up in the morning and just figure a way to make money at the end of the day. So yeah, I got let go with no money this time. Unlike when I quit my job and they gave me money. This time around, I was again with no job, but with no money at all. But I had now a more solid concept and infrastructure than when I did before. Because the time that I had working at the restaurant, because again, I only worked 5 hours, it gave me enough time to sit down in my little studio, in my little workshop, and just figure out what exactly the idea, the spirit of what my venture business product company was going to be. And yeah, it turns out that time was more valuable. So, and yeah, it just gave me ideas. For example, like the first thing besides skateboards was these balance boards. Now, this is not how you use them if you've never used them before. Use them like this, like here. I make them by hand. I customize them to whatever design or initials, name, anything, image you want to send me that might mean something to you or your significant other. It's a great gift for that. And that and many more other products that I've been polishing, sanding off the edges. But so what's the difference between now and last year? Well, I have a clear vision of what I want to do. Number two, I have that hunger and, pushing force to make me actually want to do this. And yeah, I used the last money to pay my rent, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So, just like today, it's not an ideal situation. It's not an ideal time to do things. But unlike my thought process last year, it's never going to be a perfect moment or scenario. Sometimes you just gotta. Sometimes you just gotta do it, Sink or swim, fuck or fight, do or die. Choose the platitude. You just gotta do something, anything. Anyways, this is me getting started. Alright, I'm hungry.